Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Let's start off with an easy one. What was it like finally having fans in the stands?
It was awesome. I mean, I loved it for many different reasons. I thought everybody was being safe. I was looking at the pods, because I have family in the stands. I know that the club has worked hard with all the governmental agencies to, have the fans come back safely, which is always our number one goal. So, Jeremiah, I thought that was another success of the evening. There were a lot of successes tonight, but having the fans come back, and again, if we all wear our masks and we're safe and people get vaccinated, hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be out of this and, we'll have 40,000 people in.
Tim Booth, Mayor
Having just even having 7,000 in the stands.
If he has thoughts on even having just 7,000.
7,000, 70,000, it was great to have fans in the building.
Go ahead, Nico Moreno.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations on the win. There were two players that seemed to be interesting in the starting 11. And I just wanted to know a little bit about your thought process behind starting Josh Atencio, young player, tonight against a very strong Minnesota side, and why perhaps Yamar Gomez Andrade was not in the starting rotation today. Thank you.
Nico, I mean, coaches' decisions are coaches' decisions. What happens inside the locker room, the training ground, it's always something that I'm not going to talk about. What I would say to you is, Yaimar is a great player. Javi's a great player. Josh is a good player. Christian's a good player. Steph's a good player. Raul, you saw his quality. Fredy Montero. We have a good team. And so how I use players, how I rotate players, who starts, who doesn't, it's a long season. People that get excited about the first game of the year and lineup choices are not that well educated. Because we're going to need every single player to contribute during the course of the year. That is MLS. That is a congested schedule because of COVID, the late start. We are going to be in the thick of it when internationals leave, and we're going to need everyone. So, I respect the people that have a different opinion than me. It's okay. I know I get second guess from many different people. And if a fan pays a ticket, they have every right to do so. And I always accept the responsibility of how the team plays, win or lose. But I'm telling you that the best thing about my evening was when Fredy Montero came onto the field, his contributions to the club. When Yaimar came on, his contributions. When Ethan Doubler came on, his contributions. When Josh started the game, that kid had a really good game. Fantastic game. Because it's their team. They are the ones that put in the hard work. They're the ones that have worked so hard in preseason to get themselves up to a level in still a little bit of a residual COVID year because we didn't travel away from Seattle to do any sort of preseason training. There was some controversy about not playing enough MLS quality opponents in preseason. And what you saw was, first half it was a little disjointed. Okay, make some adjustments at halftime. The coaches, Gonzo, Jimmy, Preki, going in, diving in, talking to people, making sure Tommy Dutra, making sure Steph, we can play out of the back. We made adjustments, and what you saw in the second half was a team that I believe that we will see more of during this season, which is a very good attacking team, a very good defending team, and a team that can generate some excitement. Look, I know Nuhu generates excitement every time he touches the ball or defends. I mean, that's great. I love the fans when they get excited when Nuhu does something. But there was a lot of good soccer tonight. If you look at the quality of the 4 goals, those were tremendous goals. And I think that's the storyline for tonight, that it was a team effort, that every single player, including Juan Alvarez, Reed Baker Whiting, some of the young academy kids, Sissoko, Cody Baker, Taka, some of the kids that have gone through preseason with us, they all should relish in that victory tonight because they worked hard in preseason to prepare the team for this game. So all kudos to the team. They performed very well.
Go to Michelle Ludkin next from Q13.
Thank you, Matt, and congratulations, Coach, but you answered my question and your answer on that last one, so I will default to whoever's next.
Matt Pence from The Athletic.
Coach, you mentioned the quality of the 4 goals. I was curious which one was your personal favorite.
No tactical questions, Matt. I mean, I know you're a tactical guy. I mean, nothing about the new formation. I mean, nobody's going to talk about that.
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay. Matt, I will tell you that all of the goals were very, very high quality, but I do have a soft spot in my heart for Fredy Montero. So seeing him score that goal, that was a just reward for his coming back to Seattle, working hard in preseason, and coming into the game and changing the game. I mean, I don't know what you guys saw, but when Fredy comes on, you saw the quality that he has. So for me, probably that one, with just a little bit of, reminiscing about how he scored the first goal for this franchise in MLS history, that was probably my favorite.
We'll go to Felipe next.
So, Coach, congratulations. Always new formation. It wakes up doubts with the fans, with the press. It seems that tonight you prove, or the team proved, that it's working hard on getting this formation. But also I want to talk about the new blood in the team, Alex Roldan, Atencio. What can you tell me about these players that are bringing new blood to the team?
New blood. Thank you, Felipe, for the question about the tactics. So look, in the first half we struggled a little bit. We had to make some adjustments. Like I said before, there's going to be a learning curve. It's not always going to be like this. I mean, yes, we're very happy with tonight, but there's going to be a learning curve, a few bumps in the road. So we as coaches, we know that. But as far as the young players are concerned, again, I have to give a lot of credit to Josh because, look, he had big shoes to fill. Because if Nico Ladero, the captain of this club, was healthy, Nico would have been playing. And that would have meant Christian would have dropped next to JP, and so Josh wouldn't have played. So if you look at that story, here's a kid from Bellevue, Washington, who's trained with Defiance and trained with the first team last year. We had to send some kids down to Defiance last year because of COVID and the bubbles, but we kept Josh purposely in the first team training environment, and you guys witnessed his transformation into, I mean, he looked like a very, very talented MLS player. I was just talking to Adrian Heath, the coach of Minnesota. He was very impressed with Josh's performance. We know Alex has a lot of quality. The final pass that he made to Montero to score that goal, that is part of what Alex can bring to the team. So both of those young players had a good night, but again, I caution you, there might be some bumps in the road with Alex or Josh, but they proved tonight that they are willing to take risks and be part of what I believe is a special club. A club that the level that we set, the bar that we set for ourselves is very high. We did not approach that in the first half. But in the second half, we played like we knew we could play. So credit to the players.
All right, we got time for a few more here, but so Masvidal, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, Raul and Jean Paulo said that once the team started winning the second ball, it allowed movement up front and inside the box. Was that something you stressed at halftime for the team to win that second ball and get movement inside the box?
That was one of many coaching points, Maz. I mean, look, it's way too early in the season for yelling and screaming at halftime. I mean, we made some adjustments. Some of them are tactical, some of them are physical, mental. I mean, we picked up a few more loose balls, but in the first half, I would tell you that we picked up a few lost balls and our transition moments were pretty good up until the final pass in the first half. In the second half, our final pass, our final movements was way better, way more coordinated, and that's why we scored those goals.
Rachel Krieger.
Hey Coach, congrats on the win. Just kind of wanted to ask about almost a full circle moment, I think, for the Sounders and having both Fredy Montero and Ozzy Alonso on the pitch tonight. Just kind of from your point of view as somebody who's been in the city for a long time, has been with this organization for a long time, just what was that moment like for you? Obviously Ozzy on the other side.
Rachel, thank you for asking my favorite question of the evening. Thank you for that. That is a moment that, you know, for the people that were in the building, for the photographs that I know that a lot of our staff made, that's going to be one for the ages. Those two guys were so instrumental in our success in MLS, starting MLS. They are two warriors, they're two great friends, they're two, although they're two great friends, but I don't know if you saw Ozzy kick Fredy. I mean, that was classic Ozzy, right? But the fact of the matter is those are two legends in the history of the Seattle Sounders, the MLS version of Seattle Sounders, and I just stood back and allowed those two guys their moment because they deserve it. They earned it. They're tremendous talents, tremendous players, and they have a joined history in our club, which, you know, you guys will be writing about for many years. So I was very pleased at that reunion here at home at Lumen Field.
All right, we got time for two more. Matt Pence, go ahead.
Coach, what was your internal dialogue leading up to and during Gianpaolo's goal?
Oh my God. What a great goal. I mean, he takes it out of the air and volleys it. I mean, you see that, okay, maybe we don't get enough Brazil, TV, here in the United States, but you see that in the EPL, in the Spanish League, in the Bundesliga all the time. Greatest goals of the last 10 years. I mean, that was a technical masterpiece. I loved it. Oh my God, that's the answer to your question. Oh my God, he just did that.
Last one, Jeremiah, you kicked us off. Why don't you close us out?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if any of those performances surprised you. I know a lot of us haven't seen Josh Atencio play much. That was 90 minutes of of just quality play. But was that performance surprising to you, or is there anyone else that kind of surprised you in the degree to which they stepped into the moment?
Surprising that Raul lasted 90 minutes and scored 2 goals. Surprised that maybe we could have done a little bit better, defending that one set piece where Christian had to clear it off the line. Surprised that Josh played well. Wouldn't say that, Jeremiah, because I have faith in the kid. Not surprised that Christian did everything. Not surprised that Shane and Javi and Nuhu had good performances. Maybe I'd even upgrade Nuhu's performance. I mean, I told you guys this. That new formation is perfect for Nuhu. You saw some of his defensive actions. You guys can tell me. You guys are the experts. You guys tell me how good Nuhu was. Then, Brad Smith was great. You're going to see his quality. He picked up actually a little knock in the pregame, and he gutted it out. Kellen Rowe, I was able to bring a Northwest native off the bench. Kellen Rowe was good. Ethan did exactly what I needed him to do off the bench. Fredy, we talked about him. So I don't know if anything surprised me, Jeremiah, because I've been with the group. I've seen them in preseason. This is a good team. We're going to try and get better. There's going to be bumps in the road. I'm setting expectations. But this team has what most Sounder teams have had. They have character. They have heart. They have desire. They never quit. They never stopped. They didn't get frustrated at halftime. That goal line clearance from Christian just epitomizes this team, that you don't give up on plays. I don't know what more you want me to say.